Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching the video, of course. Today's video is our trip to Cary campsite just outside Dumfries in Scotland. Fantastic site to start with. Good news, I've got myself the latest drone. Absolutely upgraded to the latest drone, the DJI Pro 5 Mini 5. Bad news, I lost the old drone. You'll see what happened in today's video. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Enjoy the video. Weekend stop is an absolute beauty with Cary campsite just outside Dumfries in Scotland. And if you just look at the road there, I'll turn the camera around. You can see beautiful loch there. And what's in store here is possibly the best facilities I have ever seen on a campsite. You've got swimming pool indoors, swimming pool outdoors, there's a castle, there's a pub next to the castle, there's a cafe, amusement park, there's children's playground, crazy golf, 9-hole golf, loads of wildlife, ducks, rabbits, just flying around everywhere. Well, not exactly flying literally, of course. There's a reception, and inside it's beautiful, beautiful reception area. There's absolutely loads going on. And do you know what? Here's the big part. It's £35 a night, including all electric and all facilities. Now, if you want something from the cafe, they deliver it to your pitch. They come around in a little golf buggy and deliver it to your pitch. How cool is that? There's also a football ground next door there. I'll get the drone out later. And you can see the football pitch on the other side, which I suppose if you brought 22 of you, you could have a game of football. But there we are. I'm just going to show you reception shortly. I'm going to go in and ask if it's okay to film. I'm not just going to walk in. I'm not one of them auditors, so to speak. So I'll see you in a minute. So we've just reached the reception there. Obviously, if you want to book a site, sales only, obviously. Obviously, they sell all gas. There's loads of shops on site as well, which is cool. Look at that beautiful reception area. Look at that nice tiled floor as well. And you've got these good helpers here. This gentleman there caters for your every need. If you want a beer, he'll go in the buggy and find you a beer and deliver it to your pitch, won't you? So look at that little area there. So absolutely wonderful reception area. So we're going to go around shortly and show the facilities. So when you get into the pitch, you travel along down here. Now it's a good, I would probably say 7 or 8 minute walk to the pitch where we're staying at, but it's a nice walk. Now normally I'm not great. I don't particularly like too much walking, but yeah, there's the entrance to the football area. There's a lovely little driveway. It starts off at the beginning, and again, when we get to the other side, I'll show you the loch. So there we are. That's the loch as we're walking up. We've just walked from. That's where we were just. We're walking along here. So again, I'll show you what's around the corner where all the facilities start next. So I've just reached the top of the bend there, but look at the scenery. You can sort of see how windy it is with the wind turbine there, going 10 to the dozen. We go around here, beautifully manicured. So this is where we sort of walk up to the entrance. I turn to the right there, you can see a lot of the statics. It seems to be split into two halves. The statics on one side, a lot of them I presume are seasonal pitches, and again I would imagine you'll probably be able to hire out a couple here and there. But the area in front where you can see that car, that's where there's an amusement arcade, shop, cafe and indoor swimming pool. There's also an outdoor swimming pool, but I've not yet to come across that. If I walk across the grass here on the other side, you can fish here as well. You need a permit, but they will give you a day's permit or 2 days or however long you're there for. There's some of our visitors there, 2 little ducks. Ducks and rabbits are all over the place, you just see them all over. Well, there's a nice little pond there. And a bridge. I think the bridges are closed off, I think it's more a view thing. But it does look beautiful. Nice little lily pads on the water. There's another bridge here. This will tell us whether it's shut. Obviously the gate closed is a massive clue. Yeah, it's an old sign, but yeah, it's padlocked together, which is sort of fine, I presume. Got children, etc. The ducks in the pond there. Now there's a couple of donkeys. You can see in the distance there's the castle. Next to the castle's a pub. There you are. Hello, duckies. That's it, you're in no danger, I promise you. There you are, go back into the water. Were you going in the water anyway, were you? I thought you were. There you are. I won't go too far because there's somebody in the pool, but that's the swimming pool inside there. And then you've got the shop, the sales office there. Obviously there, it looks like they're closed on a Saturday. So there's the prices of if you wanted to purchase a lodge. A bit too far for us. It's 4.5 hours it took us to get here. But I tell you what, it's definitely worth coming. Shop there and cafe, which I won't go in, there's people eating, I'm sure they don't want a camera in their face. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then on the other side you can see where that looks like a hot air balloon. It's like an amusement course. Look at this, if you're playing drafts, have a game of drafts there on the stones, that's a good idea. And then inside there, I won't go in, if I can get a chance later, if there's no one in there I might pop in, get some footage. But there you are, there's amusements and entertainment for the children. On this side, look at this, crazy golf. Up for a game of golf later on. It's absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. There is a normal 9-hole golf course on the other side, which if anybody wants to bring their own clubs, lovely, isn't it? Holes aren't numbered, but you just play where you want, I suppose. Let's have a look around the course. See the difficulty level. I think my ball would be in that water, that's for sure. How brilliant is that? Absolutely wonderful. The ducks want to follow me. I think they want to come and see where we're staying. Come and pay us a visit. Look at this little through now. Look at these beautiful trees. In any minute now you see loads of rabbits, unless the dogs scare them off. Oh, I forgot there, look to the left. A goose. A couple of ducks over there, and they've got their own little streams for water and stuff. You're not going to say something to us, Mr. Goose? He was squawking before at something. Just to the left there, it's a private house. Well, I say house, look at the gates for the entrance. I think that's right up in the sort of hills there. It's absolutely wonderful. There we are. Oh, beautiful. Are they, I don't know what, are they like pine trees? I don't know. But when on the entrance, I'll film it later on, there's some trees which have looked like they've been here hundreds and hundreds of years, really well established. Now in the distance there, you can see there's a couple of rabbits out there. Yesterday when I walked along here, there's about 15 of them.
Yeah.
There's a car behind you trying to get past. There we are. They are having a little bit of a run there, look. Yeah, well that's because they've seen the dogs. There we are. Just pull him, put him on a short lead, it's not. Hey? Well, they don't know that. Absolutely wonderful. And then when we go around the corner here, look at the castle to the left. Now, there's a ruin, wreck, whatever you want to call it, on the other side. And on this side, there's a pub. The Laird's Inn. So we're going to be eating in there tonight. So I'll film what the food's like. But they have to book, apparently. So I'll book that later on. But look at that wonderful castle. There's some nice drone footage of that one, of course. The Laird's Inn. They're going to laird us in later. Playground for the children, so Link can have a go at that later on. No slide for you though.
This is tiny one. It's just my size.
Oh, just your size, yeah. And then there's all the pictures. Most of these are all the statics. A few caravans down that side. But it's an absolutely beautiful site. What I can't understand, by us, all the pictures are pretty much empty. I don't know why it's so quiet. I mean, we're in June and it's the weather's okay. It's a little bit of a wind, but it's not a cold wind. So I'll take you around here, looking back at the castle. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So as we walk to our pitch here, ours is just on the other side of the toilet block there. Look at all these empty pitches. I find that very strange on a Saturday in June. But absolutely, look how beautiful. Now then, I'm walking towards the toilet and shower block, and I must admit, it says unisex ensuite facilities. You think, but then you realise inside why? Because everybody's got their own cubicle. As you shut the door, you've got the shower, toilet, and wash basin there. I'll show you because they're extremely clean, which again, that's what you sort of like on a site, cleanliness of the toilets, etc. And they're always beautifully warm. Hello, buddy. Could be here too long, but you can see there you get your own little cubicle, which consists of the shower, the toilet, and of course the washing up or washing facilities. Absolutely beautiful, lovely and warm all the time, and as the gentleman we've just seen, keeps them absolutely spotless. So there we are. You've got sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, half a dozen of those right the way along. Best toilets we've stayed at. I think I caught the guy by surprise there. It does feel a bit weird, doesn't it, when you go inside filming toilets. Now, I won't go too close to this van here, this static here, but it's beautifully done. And they've built their own little pond outside, and there's ducks in the pond, so I get a chance to film it later. We'll do. It's not one people in there. That's obviously not right. So yeah, and then our pictures over there. How's about that, eh? Look at that. You've got their own little pond they've built there, and they've got the 2 ducks in the pond. How cool is that? What a great place to come to every weekend. Beautifully manicured gardens and stuff. Now, if you wanted a breakaway, this is where you'd come. Obviously, Smudge. I'm sure it's one of their loved pets. Nice little sitting area there with a plaque. I did ask them, they said I'm okay to film. So there we are. Isn't that really nice? There we are. And even on the outside, look at that. Fairies, eh? If you don't believe in fairies, there they are. Yeah, the solar's out. And our little, look at that beautiful dog. Absolutely gorgeous. There we are. That's our van park there. And that's the view that we woke up to this morning. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't used stunning yet, have I? Well, it's the same as there's the castle and the pub over there. Disaster strikes on the final day. I've managed to somehow lose the drone. Now, if you can see behind me there, there's a castle. And I had some great drone footage of it yesterday, but I've always manually done it. I'm sort of, I suppose, fairly inexperienced with drone. And I thought, I like the idea of the drone doing a nice circle. So I went online, looked how to do it, thought that's straightforward enough. And I was lazy. And I thought to myself, the van is just on the other side, well, I'll turn the camera around so you can see. The van's down there. And I thought, not a problem at all. What I'll basically do, I'll sit there and I'll fly the drone over the castle and do the zoom around, as you do. No problems at all, because I've always had the sort of obstacle avoidance on, so if child-free, whenever I fly the drone, any obstacles, it goes up, left, right, misses them out of the way completely. I set it to do the circle around the castle, and lo and behold, comes up on screen, obstacle avoidance not allowed, removed. Not a problem, I thought, not a problem at all. I'm flying direct from there to the castle. Unfortunately, I was watching the drone go towards the castle, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, there's some big trees. And the next minute, by the time I went to manoeuvre the drone out the way, into the top of the trees, and it's up there somewhere. We've had the binoculars out and all sorts, but obviously it's gone. It's gone. End of the world, expensive mistake, but a mistake I certainly won't make again. It means I've got to get another drone. So if you ever are on Castle Cary and you're in the trees by the castle, if you find a drone, if you send me a message, I'll send you the controller, because I'm going to have to buy another one now. But on a positive note, it means I can upgrade. So I will get the newer model, okay? So that's unfortunate. That was the end of the trip. So, and I'm more annoyed. We've come 4.5 hours to the site, and I had some wonderful, wonderful footage of the drone over the site, everywhere else. But alas, it's not to be. But as Lynn said, it's an excuse to come back, isn't it? Which we certainly will do anyway. So that's the adventure of the drone. The drone is completely gone. And to be honest, we've had binoculars out. Even if we saw it at the top of the trees there, I'll turn the camera around there so you can see up there. Even if we saw it, we haven't got a cat nail's chance of getting it down anyway. So yeah, so that's the adventure of the DJI drone. And I love that drone. It was my first drone, and I really got some nice footage. It's been out everywhere with us, but hey ho, it means I can get the 4 now. So there we are. Sad, but lesson learnt. See you later. There we are. Rabbits everywhere, apart from when I come to film. There are. There's one at the back by the shed, just jumped out. One to the left. Another one there to the right. There's absolutely loads. Whenever I sort of walk here without the camera, there's about 20 of them. So there we are. None in the trees there, unfortunately, but I'll keep working on it. That, of course, is the coach house, strictly private. Obviously, I'd love to go up there, but obviously not allowed. There's the goose. You're not going to make a noise for us today, Mr. Goose? No, I don't think he is.
It's lovely in there for him, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Another couple of rabbits there on the entrance in. They've spread themselves out, I think. They're quite humanised, so you can get really close. I won't get too close, he's having his brekkie. Looks like there's the burrow. There we are, there. And I must admit, there's a good sign here. Look at this sign. You don't see many signs like this, is it? Slow, give way to animals crossing. There we are. Have a game of draft. Look at that. I bet you couldn't. I bet it's not that I'm small, although I'm small. But look at that. Oh, they're dead heavy. I can't lift them. Nah, they're only lightweight. How cool is that? Good idea that for home, isn't it? They are. Stick them in the back of your van. There we are. This is inside the the games room. So you got the amusements, obviously a lot of it for the kids. I used to love those when I was a kid. Grab a prize. Obviously you can eat in here as well. And a couple of pool tables. There we are. And if you're not very good and your opponent's the good one, then you can sit on the sofa there waiting for your shot. So yeah, it's a nice little room. And then on the other side there, you've got a little cafe and a shop. In all fairness, well stocked as well. Yeah, there's the inside of the shop. All stuff that you need there. How cool is that? There we are, that's the pool. We're just going to go in the pool, which is heated, and it's really warm in here, which is really nice. Only small, but you don't need it big, do you? Look, absolutely wonderful.
Well, there's the outdoor one.
And there is an outdoor one, which apparently is heated as well. But I'm not going to gamble on that one. I'll stick to the indoor. So, yeah, looks really, really inviting. So, 2 minutes and we're in that pool. There we are, that's the Laird Inn pub. A little bit of a negative experience, unfortunately. Lynn decided last night she's going to go for a little drink in the pub. Got there at 10:15, shuts at 10:30. They refused to serve her, and there's probably about 20 people in there sitting down, laughing, joking and drinking. So Lynn felt a little bit sort of awkward, but so she just came back. Well, that bit of a negative, but listen, the end of the world. It's just these things happen. So I haven't actually checked the closing times. I think it was 10:30, but you know, you're sort of right on that cut-off, aren't you? But not the end of the world. It certainly hasn't spoilt our visit, apart, of course, from the drone mistake. And that castle's at fault. Wouldn't be my fault, would it, for goodness sake? No. Definitely user error. So, yeah, that's the way it is. So, there we are. Well, as if my day couldn't get any worse, we went to the swimming pool. Beautiful. We walked in, really, really warm temperature. So I thought I'll have a little swim. I don't mind swimming as long as it's warm. They assured me it's a heated swimming pool. So what did I do? I believed them. Ready, straight in the pool. It was the coldest water I have ever experienced in my life. And to say I was, shall we say, we stayed in the pool for about 2 minutes. It really was cold. So I don't know whether you were playing a joke with me, guys, but your heated pool is not heated. So that was another mishap of the day. And the final one, just to really top it off, I said to Lynn, I know, let's get you a takeaway. We'll go to get the cafe, because as I've said earlier in the video, they deliver to the pitch. It's Sunday. They're shut. It is 4:30. I know Sunday hours, but I thought cafes, middle of the season, are going to be open. So now we've got to go and find something to eat. So all in all, with the loss of the drone, the freezing water, and now I can't have me takeaway, not a great day. Good job I can smile about it. Well, before we left, we needed to see the donkeys, and apparently they do come to you for some food. In fact, there's a rabbit, you probably picked that up on camera, in between the two donkeys just ran off. Well, they don't appear to have any interest whatsoever in coming to say hello. Or apparently when they see you, and they've seen me, they walk over. Maybe they've sussed out that I'm not going to give them anything. So there we are. They did tell me their names, but unfortunately I can't remember. So that was today's video about Cary's campsite. It started off absolutely fantastic. Lovely time, lovely weather, and in all fairness, a great campsite. Very disappointed in the Laird's pub though. Every time we went there it was shut, and we were going there at 8 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night, and being mid-June, so that was a disappointment. But ultimately a great trip, enjoyed the site. Would we return? 4.5 hours to get there. Initially we thought we would, but probably because of the negative, the cold swimming pool, that was the big one for me, and the pub being closed a lot of the time, we possibly wouldn't unless we were in the area. But as I say guys, it would be amazing if you leave a comment. I'll reply to every single comment. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a follow. I promise you I would appreciate it so much. So until the next time guys, ciao.